Welcome back, Five Aces.
Hey people, Five Aces here. Welcome back to the show of the least knowledgeable company Furious 2 caster this side of the Rio Grande. Today we're going to be observing a match between the Oberkommando West, led by Mr. Lenz, and Mr. Suorava, leading the British forces, respectively. The match is about to begin in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I believe this was a rematch because I've just seen another match of them, those two fine gentlemen popping up. And while things are going on the way, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. First off, this is probably this is like the third Company of Heroes cast that I'm recording, but now the setup should be good. I'm using max graphical settings, and I'm also using the internal capturing device from the NVIDIA software. Shadows are still a bit blocky, the anti-aliasing is not working as intended. But hey, so one thing is the video quality, and this is mostly pertaining to the open array shoutcast that I'm putting out. Something is apparently not matching because I'm uploading them at a really high quality, and whenever I'm watching them on my screen it looks fantastic, and then I upload them and YouTube just turns them into mush for whatever reason. So I don't know what's going on. Can somebody please fill me in? People were already speculating in the comments as to whether this would maybe be caused by YouTube downscaling the videos because they're in such high quality, because I use really high bitrate now, and 50-minute open array video is around roughly 20 gigs. So maybe the bitrate is too high and YouTube is downscaling it. If anybody's knowledgeable here, please let me know. Also, this is one of the most played Company of Heroes 2 maps. I think it's Kaladnia Ferma, if I recall correctly. So the match is about to start. We're seeing Lenz as the Oberkommando West spawning in the bottom left. Oh, the sounds are a bit low. Let's maybe fix that a little. Okay, there we go. Master volume should be all the way up. That should be better. Alright, opening up with Sturmpiles, that's obviously a given, because those are your get-go unit you get from the get-go. Fog of War should be turned off, there we go. And what's the build orders gonna be like? Commander lock-ins? Oh, okay, tactical support has already been locked in here for Mr. Suorava. We've seen this one before. It can deploy raid sections right off the get-go. It can also designate a command vehicle, which is useful. Air supply operations is... Oh no, we haven't seen this one. Okay, so we're gonna go over the abilities just a little. So it's... Ooh, it is actually a raid section coming in super early. We've seen those in action before, they're pretty decent, but I think they don't stand up to the infantry sections. Infantry sections obviously get insane as soon as you get the upgrade for the 5th man, as well as the Tommy guns. No, it's not Tommy guns, wait. No, that's not it at all. It's good. What are they called? Rifles. Weapon names. I'm not an avid weapons expert. So we're already seeing the sandbags being deployed. And on the other side, we're seeing relatively safe captures. Sturmpiles shred anything up close. So there's also Kübelwagen, which is less of a combat threat and more of just a nuisance, because it can raid the backlines and capture as much as it wants until it dies. It's one of the few vehicles that can immediately capture right off the get-go. Trying to put a little bit of damage onto the Tommies, but they're not gonna drop a model here. Because, yeah, again, the DPS from this thing is puny. It can drop a model here and there occasionally, but certainly not when they're on retreat. But it's annoying because it also forces them to get a medic relatively early. Oh, Bren guns, that's the name. That's what I've been looking for. On this side, we're also seeing a wireframe. Oh, sorry, sandbags going down, but that's a double-edged sword, because now this can be utilized by your opponent as well. You can easily flank it from the northern perimeter, though. So it's probably helping out the northern player more than it does the southernmost. Okay, let's go with the commanders. Ooh, very deep dive from the Kübelwagen. Gets up reasonably close and takes a beating. So the raid sections, oh, they're apparently pretty good at dealing with this light armor here. And out comes the Bren carrier, that's basically the moderately hard counter. Bit stronger in combat, but obviously can't capture, is not as mobile. Oh no, that's annoying. The, what's it called? The Panzergrenadier, or Volksgrenadiere, have just taken cover in this house, and they're about to drop a couple models here. That's a super annoying position for the for the British player, because the German player can trade so efficiently, can just trade a little bit of health. And as a result, the map for now is looking very Wehrmachty. One of the models had been dropped. Yeah, that's the first blood basically for this map. Fuel point uncontested for now, but both players have their fuel points, so no big discrepancy just yet. Yeah, you really have to take care of your brain carrier. That thing is flimsy. Oh, they're waiting in ambush. I think they've got the Faust researched. Do they? No, not yet. So the Faust needs basically tier 1. Yeah, tier 1 is on the way now, so it should be 30 seconds off coming online. Now, this vehicle still has free reign, but that's about to change in just a hot minute. Out comes the tech truck, and that is going to be tier 1 in just a brief second. Alright, so, German commanders. We've got, our options are Elite Armored Doctrine, which is, yeah, just overall, is not as versatile if I remember correctly. It's got the heat shells though, which are pretty good against infantry. Then we've got the Special Operations Doctrine, which is super interesting, very specialized. It's got the Panther Command Tank, which is a good unit. People are undervaluing the Panther, unless major balance changes have come through that I haven't taken note of. But the Panther is generally a good good anti-tank combat tank. It's the best way to put it. It is pretty good against enemy tanks. It's not good against infantry, but it can tank pretty much everything. Plus, it's probably the most mobile tank in the game. Ooh, Bren gun upgrade has been purchased. So this thing is now, yeah, moderately dangerous. But still one Faust away from dying. Those 3 guys are not going to have a good time as soon as the first Faust starts hitting. Sturmpios are just hiding out. Annoying. Now they've established a forward rally point here as well. So this is going to take a while to dislodge. Needs anti-garrison weapons, and he doesn't have... Yeah, that's actually a smart play from Lenz, because Lenz basically recognized that there are no sappers here. Medics have been purchased though. So sappers would be what counters garrison units. There's also an MG42 coming onto the roster now, so this is the classic OKW style. You basically forego any light vehicle pressure in the early game, except for your Kübelwagen, but that thing doesn't really count, right? That's just there for show. That's just to roam around the map and pick up undefended points. Not really a combat unit per se. Alright, we've got the medics here as well, so the Battlegruppe Hauptquartier. Battlegruppe headquarters. MG42 team coming online. Oh, Panzerfaust has been purchased on the Sturmpios, so this has been revealed though. So the Bren is probably going to be wise enough to not come too close to this garrison for now. So we're trying to move over the left side for Suorava. Lenz is having a stranglehold on the map currently. Oh, okay. First Faust is missing, not connecting here. Bren carrier still needs to be super cautious. Okay, sappers or Royal Engineers have been purchased. So, that's good on him. Ah, that's the first nade. That's a flame nade though. Because OKW also has those freaky instant grenades. Ooh, that was a lucky miss. That would have taken half health off the Bren already. Had it connected. Interesting, the Royal Engineers have been upgraded with minesweepers that increases their repair speed and also gives them mine detection, but there are no mines to speak of on the map just yet. Yeah, they certainly don't want to fight here. Ooh. That's just a sapper charge that basically destroys cover as far as I'm aware. Oh, MG42 has been revealed, and so far, no breakthrough has been made by the British player. Ooh, okay, we're straying away from the regular OKW build. This is the SDKFC Flak half-track. Oberkommando West, by the way, very controversially designed faction. They are the only faction that can gain 5 levels of veterancy onto their units, so they're relatively flimsy in the early game, but if you can keep your units alive, they just become powerhouses. Finally, we're seeing some action onto the right-hand point. So, Suorava is moving out onto the map just a little. Okay, let's go over the things that his commander has on offer. Where we're observing this engagement. Ooh, lord. Raid section's not having a good time here in green cover. Good chunk of damage on the Kübelwagen. That thing is dead. But look, this thing costs you what? Oh, Bren carrier is gonna die. In return, not a good trade at all. 50 cal sniper has been purchased. Okay, problem is he's up against a vehicle now. 50 cal sniper does have an immobilizing crit. It is an armor piercing sniper, so it can go for a targeted tread shot, which is a pretty cool mechanic. But this flak track for now is completely... Oh lord, no. Whew, that was lucky. Those guys were just engaged in combat with something else, just swatting some flies off the statue. Okay, that's gonna be a triple cap established. It's really hard to come back from, because it's OKW. OKW does not mess around with the scaling. Adding onto the sandbags of their enemies and utilizing them against their enemy, that's super annoying. So good play from Lens thus far. Mortar has been purchased. That is not traditionally a very British strategy. They're obviously a relatively static faction, because they require a lot of setup, a lot of cover. But mortars are not their MO, not their usual MO. And it's really hard against an opponent who has already purchased a flak track and is relatively mobile with that thing. As long as this thing is set up, it is so lethal. Okay. Baiting for the anti-tank gun. Needs to line up its first shot. Takes it, yeah. Flak track takes a chunk and is pushed out of this area. So finally he's allowed to grab the middle for himself. Left hand side we're seeing some more. Just some more combat. Oh, there's a light gun. The MG42 has been somewhat flanked, but Zappers are unfortunately still within the perimeter, within the arc. So just relocating the MG42 would help. Oh, that's a nade. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, that is not gonna be good. Yeah, the model's burning down to almost 0 health, but luckily escaping on 3 models. That was kind of a lucky break. He's gotten away for cheap. Quarter Pounder has gotten its first shot onto the flak track, so it's done a pretty good job. Just goes to show the scale of the conflict is much more small and personal. Ooh, mine going off. Than in double sniper. What? Yeah, the scale of combat is just so much smaller in Company of Heroes 2, because in Command & Conquer in open array you get your first flak truck out around minute 230 traditionally, and here we're 10 minutes deep. Okay, med supplies, not the worst choice here, honestly. He's under a bit of duress. Is that a field drop as well? No. Let's double sniper. I'm just not sure how viable it's gonna be. It's gonna be okay against the MG42, 34 actually, not 42, huh? Yeah, those guys are pinned. Oh, he's trying... Oh, that's smart. Immediately smoking off the MG. Yeah, MG has to relocate, and in the middle there is the Sturmpios yet again. Out and about. Sniper 6 and 0 kills respectively, so 6 kills, that's okay. That's some pretty decent damage thus far. I mean, with 2 snipers you can actually kill enemy squads in a reasonable amount of time. So probably not the best, not the worst choice here. Against an OKW who have only 1 vehicle threat, and you've got a quarter pounder. Oh, smoking off your own snipers. No, wait, that's from the light gun maybe. Where has the light guns been set up? Here it is. Yeah, that was the enemy smoke barrage. Okay. Allied forces pushing out onto the middle, and he's recapturing his fuel as well, but it's still looking a bit bleak for him. Resource discrepancy should already start mounting up here. Yet again, getting to smoke off all the support weapons once more. That is so nasty, and in go the Germans with a valiant charge, and MG42 is lined up against the enemy. Very nasty. So I would say that's been a fairly good start for the German player. He's gonna start getting whittled down. I mean, those snipers, huh? We're up to 3 and 10 respectively. Let's make that 4 and 10. Yo, guys, you're still within LOS. Okay. Ordered and ready. Man, those accents. It's a love or hate relationship, but some people absolutely detest those accents. But I really gotta say, oh god, the cutoff though, it's so brutal. Snipers advancing just a little. I really don't like them going in head first. Oh no. Oh no, going into the flak truck as well. Wait, that's a immobilized tread shot. This sniper. Yo, melee range sniper. I ain't too sure about that. Man, the light gun. Those smoke barrages have saved the flak truck's asses a couple times now. Pushing back the support weapons whenever they're coming online. Oh lord, we're already seeing the command tank or the P4 coming online. Are you for real? Yeah, out of the smoke emerge 4 very angry Germans. About to turn into 3 very scared Germans. Alright, that was that. This one guy is having a very unfortunate meeting with whatever those weapons are that those guys are wielding. It's like Thompsons? Are those Thompsons? Never ask me for any advice on weapons. I know shit about them. I don't know shit about weapons at all. It's so funny that I'm actually interested in real-time strategy, but in real life I would never touch a weapon. It's like I'm actually more on the pacifist side of things. My goodness, those smoke barrages! It's 2 light guns now, obviously. You can't keep that up with only 1 light gun. Anyway, we're seeing the Browning Automateds coming online here on both the squads actually. Ooh, that was some good damage onto the Sturmpios. That's gonna be another immobilized tank tread shot. Right. Ready. Oh, never let them stand out in the open. But really good hit and run, just ducking and weaving in and out of garrisons. So Suorava has definitely done a good job here. It's also got air resupply reparations, forward observation post, and the crocodile. Wait, we have seen that one. My goodness, the entire map is being smoked off on cooldown. Those things have not killed a unit, but they've made it so hard to push through with the support weapons. It's all smokes and mirrors. 0 kills across 2 light guns. This is such an annoying strategy. That's the Panzer IV though. This thing for now is the Kingmaker. Sniper could take a bruising. And yet again, Germans advancing. German Blab supported by a P4. Oh, that's so annoying. The first hit from the quarter pounder also not connecting. Look at the scoreline. Oh, he's fighting in the Elka. This is nasty. Could this be the GG move, or is it an overcommitment? Well, we're about to find out. One way or the other. Yeah, supply is looking extremely squiffy here. Panzer IV. Oh! That is one of the snipers immediately dismantled. Man, it just needs to push those units back. Yeah, that's already losing him as sniper. He's so behind in the VP and looking really tough to hold for now. Light gun still 0 kills, but doesn't even matter. Second light gun as well. And here comes the smoke. Smokey the Bear playing his best game. Gotta say. Man, Smokey's having a field day. Quarter pounder. Man, this thing is so mobile though. The setup time is less than 2 seconds. There is barely any real estate for the British forces at the time being. Maybe you should try going around the southeastern perimeter. 7 kills on this sniper, so the other sniper, the highly promoted sniper, got killed. What a shame. He's getting his hands onto 1 VP, but there is a... He's right into the waiting fangs of the MG34. Okay. MG gets pushed back. That's a little brief moment of respite. So he's getting his fuel back. Oh god, another Panzer IV. Man, and Suorava is on 105 fuel. I think it's 120 fuel-ish. Yeah, double quarter pounder. That's probably what you need here. Royal Engineers running into their own demo charge or whatever it is. Oh god, this thing might get dropped. Yeah, GG. 18 minutes and that's the GG move. there was also a second Panzervier coming online. There was no way in hell he would have withstood that that assault. We're having the endless looping bug again. So, Special Operations Doctrine has been chosen. Radio silence, so this kind of just conceals your units on the minimap. That's super useful. Sturmoffizier, we haven't seen this guy, more of a support unit. Infiltration Tactics, good lord. That is a nade package that comes... I think you can only use it out of stealth, but it's insane. Infrared STG-44 package on Obersoldaten, that's a super late game upgrade, because Obersoldaten, you rarely see them. You really see them do well, but they're machines if they can get their veterancy online. Then we've got the Panther command tank, which is really good. And on the other side, we've seen this commander before. We never got to see the Vanguard Operation Crocodile. It's a cool unit, and it comes with flares that reveal it immediately, so it's kind of not exactly a concealed unit. Quite the literal opposite, but yeah. This was never meant to go into the late game. Just pushed too far back was the British player. Right, that was a super nice little entree slice of Company of Heroes 2. We're gonna be back with more. There's also gonna be some Shadow Paradise on the menu and more open array content, obviously with 2 tournaments running as well as a plethora of non-tournament replays. It's gonna be good times. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.